Now skids is slightly, his joints are slightly different from mud flaps. His is much looser. Also, he has a Matoran body build. His is black, which it should have been gray, which would have I could have shown you his how his basic build more, but I he was since he was the first one that I built. Um, he's not sloppily thrown together. He's just, you know how when you build your first thing and then you build the second is always better than the first because you generally add more to the second one to make them look better. So um he has his I guess you to me this is his right giant left arm, probably the left or on the way you see it. So I see the left giant right arm. It has a gold foot in the middle instead of a silver foot. Um, Still Glutorian head. His Glutorian game piece is positioned lower because his giant chest piece that connects onto him. Which these white tooth pieces are supposed to be his lights. Originally, he had extra red pieces, which were the Baraki eyes. He had red pieces right here, but I found out that they stuck out too much, and they really didn't look as good. So you can see he has this protruding gray piece right here, and he has a gray piece right where the green uh Toy Metro the green chest pieces, and this is all to lock in this piece. Originally he had an extra piece that will go in the middle, which I will show right after I put the chest on. So actually what you want to do first is you want to lift this piece up and push this piece back. Then I'll have a little extra room at the back for a reason. And then you just lift his head up and make sure that the square piece fits in right with the this gray bit at the bottom, and then you lock it all down. There we go. And as you can see, the gray bit just reaches all the way up in there so that the chest won't wobble anymore, and so that it's more fit onto his body. This piece right here went into this open slot, which was to fill it in, and then these two rubbery pieces will fit into the extra slots located underneath this the headlights, and it will just fit right there. Let me see if I can still do it, but it'll often come out of place, so I took it out, and it only fit right there so that it can lock the chest in even more. But often, well, it fits now, but as you can just see, it pops right out, so I decided to take it off completely. And this piece right here fits onto the back. It goes directly on, and this is so that you can attach this whole thing, and this will be put on his back. It will connect this this piece sticking out right here will fit right on. I wonder if I can get this up there so that you can see it. Right by the foot, there's the bronze knob that's sticking up from this blade right here, and that just hooks on right there. It's just not doing, apparently. I think I'm doing something wrong here. I know I'm doing something wrong. Okay, now it should fit on. Okay, it comes off since it's a very small knob, but it helps his arms to stay in the place when they are connected. And you really only you notice this piece sticking up from the back, which have at first I thought it was just cool because I finally found a way to build him. And these builds are based off of well, I'll put his name somewhere up on the screen. I don't really know how to pronounce it very well. I don't like getting people's names wrong. So anyway, it's based off of the guy's his mock Tank and Grind, and I have all the pieces to build Tank and Grind, so I decided to build Butt Flap and Skids. I don't know, since they remind me of it so much. These Butt Flap and Skids both are just they're not prototypes, but they're early built, so in the future they'll be remade and made better because they have issues with standing up. Excuse me, issues of standing up, and especially him because his foot, the gear is just too small to support his whole body. So I'll be fixing that. And the way these things curve uh makes him wobble when he stands. So they're good for posing, good for playing stop motion, whatever you want to do with them. But they just aren't as I expected them. They're cool, but they aren't as how I expected them. So I will be remaking them. And yeah, so that pretty much has been the breakdown for both Mudflap and Skids. Not to mention that they're a lot on the short side. So see you in the next video.